How about you? But there's one thing I love when I get back home for work or from a very busy day. I love to eat something delicious, something yummy, something that my body will give me high five. So this is it. This is one of my favorite dinners to eat. Welcome to the social side of YouTube. My name is Teresa Metsuka and welcome to my channel. So peel your Irish potato. I remember while growing up, my dad always have a thing about you peeling your Irish potato. He is always against it. Like he feels like you're wasting the nutritional value of your Irish potato. Like the back is healthy. So what it tells us to do is that we should wash the back to remove the dirt and then just cook it like that or fry it like that or roast it like that, like whichever method you want to do. Like do not peel the back. So my dad made us to actually hate Irish potato because we had to, if you're boiling it, you're boiling it with the back. If you're cooking it with beans, you're cooking it with the back. That one was really very awful. If you're frying it, you're frying it with the back. Like, why? Let us just cut this. If I show in this video right now, this is one of the things he's going to complain about, me peeling the back of the Irish potato. But I think right now he has really adjusted to that. We do peel our Irish potato when we are making it. And he still makes some fuss about it, telling us the nutritional value of the back of Irish potato. But I'm not about it. I stopped liking Irish potato because of that. I had to stick with sweet potato. And then over the years, funny enough, I'm not really a fan of sweet potato. I'm more of a fan of Irish potato. And, I always feel like, Irish potato is more healthy. Until recently, I found out that they are both same. These both have same nutritional value, the Irish potato and the sweet potato. So if you're a fan of sweet potato, good for you. If you're a fan of Irish potato, good for you. So you're not missing out on anything. So let no one deceive you, because Irish potato in Nigeria here is a bit pricey. So you just feel like, this is going to have like more nutritional value than the sweet potato. But no, they have same nutritional value. So once you've done peeling the back of your potato, is to chop it into two. So my potato is not a big one, so that's why I'm just chopping it into two. So if yours is big, you can cut it into 3 or 4 depending on the size. So the next thing you want to do is to wash this very well. This is to remove the starch from the potato. So what we want is a crispy potato and a soft potato inside. So the next thing you want to do is to parboil your potato. Yes, we're not boiling all the way through, we are parboiling it. So add some baking soda. Yes, this is what will make your potato have that crunchy feeling. You can go with salt alone and do it with salt, but I love my potato to be a bit crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. So that's why I'm adding the baking soda, and that's what the baking soda is going to do to this potato. So you want to parboil it. You just poke your fork inside. You should just go a bit into, not all the way into, so you know that you're good. So our potato here is ready. So we're going to move to the next step. So the next step is just to drain this out and then move it to a baking sheet. So for all those that have oven and do not use the oven, so this is one of the ways to use your oven. Roasted potato is another level. It is very, very delicious. Like, you're going to enjoy it. So into this, I'm adding some paprika, adding some crushed pepper, I added some salt, added some rosemary, some coriander, and then garlic, and then I just drizzle it up with some olive oil. You can use vegetable oil, you can also use butter, but I'm using olive oil here because I want it to still have that, healthy feel to it. But you can use whatever sort of oil that you like. It's going to work out fine. So just use oil that's going to infuse more flavor and give your potato a bit of depth. I love this so much. Just looking at it alone, you know that this is going to be very tasty and very, very delicious. Like, everything is just hitting the right part. So if you're enjoying this video, do not forget to hit on the like button, comment below. Do not forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, turn on your post notifications to get notified of when I drop new videos. Bake in a preheated oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Please, at interval, do flip your potato at each side so that they can bake properly. So the next thing we're going to do is to get ready our chicken. So we're making use of chicken breast. You can decide to use whatever protein that you like. So my favorite is chicken, so I always opt for chicken. So I'm just seasoning my chicken with some garlic. I also added some sage, some coriander, some pepper, crushed pepper, paprika, salt. As it. So I just wanted to gist you about something. So as I was making this food, I remember what happened like so many years ago. So while I was a teenager, there was this friend of mine that usually comes around. We used to just gist, and then one day he decided to do something funny and I didn't like it at all, so I just stopped talking to him. So he still comes around, but I refused to talk to him. I just go into my room and he got the message and he stopped coming. So my sister was in school and then she came around and he noticed that my sister was back. So he came to the house and I saw him. Like, I just went to the sitting room and I saw him there. I was so pissed. So I went out and I got a rake, and then I was just looking for dirt, raking everywhere. So this was in Jos, Nigeria. And if you know Jos, Nigeria, there's usually grasses everywhere, and this was dry season, so the grasses were already dried. So after finish raking, taking all the dirt, I decided for no good reason. So what it sent me to clean up everywhere. They usually do that, but that day, like I said, I was just angry, just for me to fight my frustration, or for me to get my mind off what I was going through that moment. I decided to do what I wanted to do. So I decided, after packing the dirt, to set it on fire. So I set up the dirt on fire, and before I knew what was happening, the whole grasses were on fire, like everything. And I turned, there were houses everywhere, like the fire was going there. I was so scared. My sister came out, we were trying to quench the fire with water, and this thing was not working. We're going, the guy too was there, everybody was helping, like nothing was working. I was super scared at this point. All we just have to do was to just go inside and start praying. Yes, we're like, what is that? We're just like, we've tried our best. We're just praying that God, let this fire not just escalate from what it actually is. The fire was going, like my heart was pounding, like it was going and going. So we have these laborers that usually clear these grasses, and they've not got it to our point, so that's why we still have like this dry grasses. So I don't know how God just sent them. They came and they saw what was happening, and they came and they knocked on our door. I don't know who saw that I was the one that set up the fire, and they knocked, and my sister was the one that opened the door. And I said, where's your younger sister? She set up this little fire. Where's your younger sister? And my sister looked at them and said, what is it? If you've done your job, would this thing happen? You people refuse to do your job. That's why. And they were the ones that went to quench the fire. I was so happy. And one of the things I got from this was confidence. My sister was so confident, nobody could even attack her. Like, she just had to let's go, because if they've actually did their job, that wouldn't have happened. But I'm not saying you should do that though. You should always take precaution when you are ever setting up any fire. What I just did to the chicken was to just cook both sides. So you need to season both sides. The same spices I used in the front was the same spices I used at the back, and I cooked this until it is golden brown. So yummy, so delicious. You can look at the chicken. This is filled with flavors. I gave myself a upper hand because I didn't eat this chicken. I'm very terrible with chicken, but I did well. So the next thing I want to do is just to steam some vegetables. So I just add a little water on fire, and I added my carrots and green beans. I added just a little salt, and I just cooked this for 30 seconds to 1 minute. I don't want my vegetables to overcook. You can see it's still looking fresh and it was still very crunchy. So potato is out of the oven. Oh my goodness, look at it, so delicious. So the next thing we're going to do is just to plate our food. So this is the potato, the chicken, the vegetables, so yummy. So what I just did was to just drizzle this with some sauce. So this sauce is ketchup, sweet chili, mayonnaise, salt, and lemon. So you can decide to use whatever sauce or gravy that you want to eat with your own. Oh my goodness, I said this is so delicious. Like, I enjoyed every single part of it, and I enjoyed making this video, and I hope you've enjoyed watching as well. Thanks a lot for sticking around and watching up to this moment. If you've enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit on the like button, comment below, share this is so yummy. Your family is going to love it, so share away. I'll see you on the other flip side. Bye for now. Lots of kisses. Ciao.